Hello. All right, just went live. Spur of the moment. I'm packing up my orders here for Monday. So, hey, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I see I have some new subscribers. Welcome so much. I am a reseller. I sell on, let me tell you this. I have them all bookmarked up here. eBay, Etsy, Shopify, Poshmark, Mercari, Whatnot, Bonanza, Facebook, and Amazon. Together. What else am I missing? And I got a sale from the other day, which I received money in my PayPal account, and I'm like, where is this for? I checked Bonanza, Shopify, and Together. They are all sometimes come through PayPal. So I looked, and there was no sales for this dollar amount, and I had to have to reach out and send a message to the buyer and said, I've got money from you. I don't really know what it's for. It says it's for an order. Can you let me know what you purchased so I can get it out to you? And then let me know where you purchased it, because it seems like there's a glitch in their system. And they came back. They said they sent me a screenshot of a purchase they did on Prairie Grit. I haven't sold on Prairie Grit in like 3 years. I actually reached out to Prairie Grit and said, please cancel my account. Like, I'm not keeping up with it. I never paid anything. It was only if you sold something like Bonanza and you could import your eBay, but it wasn't as easy of a system. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I only put up a few items, but I had to tell the person I sold that shirt like a long time ago. So yeah, so I'm kind of ticked off with Prairie Grit because I can't seem to get them to disconnect or just shut down my account. So I have to keep canceling when something happens. I didn't even think about it because it's been, I don't know, probably a year since I've had a sale on Prairie Grit, but I did have a sale like a year ago, and I shipped the item out because I got paid through PayPal. So I went ahead and shipped it out and everything. But yeah, I don't want to have to worry about it. It's just not worth my time and effort to keep up with it. And it doesn't work with eBay where it's syncing properly. So yeah, no. I only want easy stuff. Bonanza and Together, once you sync it, it like syncs. When you sell something on eBay, it takes it off from Bonanza and Together. If you sell something on Bonanza and Together, it takes it off from eBay. But I will tell you, sometimes there is a delay. What did I sell? No, not here. I actually had to go into my unsolds the other day and look and see. Something had sold on Bonanza, and I went into my unsolds and it wasn't there yet. Or no, maybe that's not, I don't know, whatever. There was an issue. I can't remember what it was. So, all right, nobody's popping in yet. I was hoping maybe some people would pop in and I could say hi. I didn't schedule this. I haven't been scheduling them lately. It's been kind of on the fly. Somebody reached out to me the other day and asked me how things were. They hadn't seen me, hadn't done a show in a couple weeks, and just they were concerned. And I just said, hey, I've been really busy. I'm sorry, I'm throwing away the stickers. I got lots of price stickers. I've been really busy trying to get stuff listed on eBay. My goal was to have my death pile listed by November 1st. And then unfortunately, I made my death pile even larger and it overwhelmed me. And I'm still overwhelmed. And I haven't really been listing much. My totes pretty much are all full. I don't have anywhere to put stuff that I'm listing. So my plan was to have a Whatnot auction and just show my unlisted inventory and start just going through it and getting rid of it through Whatnot. But I don't know. Whatnot's been glitching a lot lately. You just don't really get the viewers. You just don't get, I mean, whatever your starting bid is what you're going to probably sell it at. It's just time consuming in the long run. What you make per hour just really isn't feasible in the long run. So I'm really torn of what I want to do with it. I did tell my husband that I just want to start being a lot more picky of what I'm listing, since I don't have a lot of space. I pretty much want to just say, okay, if I can't sell it for at least like 20 or 25, then I'm not going to list it, and I will put it in a donation pile, and let's get rid of it. Let's donate it. The other thing I've been doing is having a very large sales. I'm trying to clear out my clothing. Anything that I have clothing, because I don't do a lot of clothing, I want to clear that out, because if I have clothing, it's probably something I've been sitting on for at least 2 years. So I've been running some really large sales on that, as well on all the platforms. Like on Poshmark, I sent out some offers to likers the other day, and I think I was making like 33 cents on some of the shirts because I'm like, I just want them out of here. So for 33, I'll just take the sale at 33 cents. Let's just get it out. Still no takers. So if somebody doesn't want something where it's only like $4, then maybe it's just time to get rid of it. Hey, Jen. So that's my goal, is just to kind of start clearing out some stuff. I've been running some higher percentage sales. Oh, I also I increased my prices on some stuff, and I did through a bulk edit. I increased it by like a certain percentage, and then I increased my promoted listings. My eye itches. So I thought maybe I just feel like when I have my promoted listings at trending or trending plus, that my sales are better. Jen, do you use promoted listings? I know a lot of people don't like it, but when eBay comes out with a financial report every quarter or whatever, in their quarterly report says that they made more revenue in promoted sales than they did in fees, in like selling fees or final value fees, that's where they're making their money. So that they're definitely going to give more precedence to those listings. I strongly feel that. So I kind of go with the flow, unfortunately. I've tried a lower percentage. I think the lowest you can do is 2, and I've tried it and my sales came to a complete halt. Like 2% just was not doing it. I've tried to I have some items that are just not very competitive. Like there's not a lot of competition, and a lot of your one-offs. I feel like those types of things, it's just really, when you have 2,000 items, it's time consuming to figure out what ones to promote and which ones not to promote. I've kind of played around with that, and in the long run, it's turned out where it's just easier to say, hey, do trending. Time wise, I don't have time to sit there and say, oh, there's only, 4 of these listed, so do I really need to promote this? Well, I mean, there might only be 4 Pioneer Woman recipe tins, but there might be 6,000 recipe boxes. So in that case, yeah, probably, so they can pop up and somebody can say, oh, a Ray Drummond one from Pioneer Woman. I think I want one of those over the other ones that come up. So it's kind of hard to tell. All right, let me get packing. Yeah, it's been a quiet day here. Let's see. I got a Poshmark sale, and I wanted to trying to use up these flat rate envelopes or flat rate boxes. Yes, I do, and I'm totally upset with it, says Jen. For the last month, my impressions have gone down 50%, and so have my sales. I do trending up to 9% and have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I gotta, even on Etsy, I do the offsite ads, and I know a lot of people are against those, but I do them. One account I don't have an option, in the other ones I have options, and I choose to do it. Hey, Chicken Toad, and I got a report the other day showing me how many of my sales have been with offsite ads. Holy smokes, that was a lot of them, a lot. I thought, wow, that's a lot of money going out the door. All right, so I sold this on Etsy. Not Etsy, on Poshmark. This Apples to Apples Express. Let's see, $8. I actually only paid $4 for it. God, this eye is really itchy today. I apologize. I keep itching this eye, but it's really itchy. So I paid $4 for this, and I sold it for $12. I bought a whole bunch of these to send to Amazon because that's what I was going to do, and I did a in the store. Well, I have like limited service, but I think I was able to see, like, the UPC didn't work, but the facial scan did. And it came up that this was a profit. So I bought a ton of these. And when I say ton, I mean like 25 of them. Came home, ends up being that Express up there is different than the box. The same cover, but the normal size box. And this is the Express. So I got a whole bunch of these. And I didn't want to return them. So I've been selling them slowly, here and there. I got this in Marvel. So I'm going to put it in here. Thought I saw another price tag, but no. Customer service has gone downhill, and customer service, forget it. eBay is so gone downhill. speaking of customer service, I reached out to, so I do some sourcing at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. And I recently have decided, so a few years ago, I was able to use my tax exempt at TJ Maxx, my local one, and I had no problem. And then a couple years ago, I think it was the beginning of 2020, they said, oh, we can't do it this way now. You need to do it this way. They had to take I had to fill out a form every time. They had to take a photocopy of my certificate, even though the certificate says do not photocopy on it. And I decided it just wasn't worth it. So I stopped using my tax exempt there. Well, this year, last week, I decided, you know what? I'm going to start using that because I've been spending a lot of money there and I want to get it tax exempt. So I filled out the form, brought it, no problem at TJ Maxx. Went to another TJ Maxx, which is a couple hours from me. They took it, no problem. Went to Home Goods. They wouldn't take it. They said they do not take a reseller's tax exempt. They only take, which in the state of New York, it's ST 120. They will only take the ST 121 and 119, which one is probably for an educator and the other one might be for a nonprofit organization, would be my guess. And I'm like, why are you not taking it? So I asked for their print this label. I asked for their manager's name because they had to go ask the manager, and they came back and they said, no, he said they don't take this one. So I asked for his name, wrote it down, and I wrote a letter to the TJ Maxx Corporation yesterday asking for what is their policy on resellers. And I explained that I only really source one specific product, and I have no problems using it at other places. So hopefully they don't come out with I can't imagine my email would prompt a whole email to the whole corporation saying no more resellers. But I'm like, let's get some clarity because I bought quite a bit of stuff. Well, I had like $300 worth of stuff at Home Goods. Like, give me your policy. As far as I know, they are reseller friendly. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, so that was Poshmark. Just want to close these windows so I don't have all this stuff open and get so confused. All right, then I have some Etsy. I already did one Etsy, and I did my Shopify, and something else I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I already got 10 orders packaged. I was listening to Silverhair Stacker, and he ended his show, and I thought, well, I might as well go live. So I wanted to give you guys some updates. I wanted to say hi. And I wanted to ask you guys something. Hold on, I got all my, over here is my screen with all my orders, so I know what to grab and package. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Here it is. That I sold. Good sale on Etsy. So I picked these up, and I'm going to take them out of this bag because, as you can see, I paid 50 cents. I don't want to ship them in that 50-cent bag. But I picked up these books, and it was like a set of them. I don't know if it's a complete set because there's not a numbering system that I know of, but I took a picture and put them all up and so forth. So I used to pick these up when I first started selling on Etsy. I mean on eBay back in like the early 2000s. I've been a member since 1998, but I don't know if I sold right away in 98 or if I was buying. I was kind of doing both. But when I was actively looking at garage sales for stuff, I would pick up these type of books, and they always sold well. So when I saw these at a garage sale for 50 cents, I'm like, I'm going to grab those. I don't know if they still do well because I haven't really been looking for them lately. But I sold that set. It's going to Australia. That buyer is all in at $48. $48. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to bag them. I always run over my bubble wrap because it's here on the floor. I'm going to bag them before I put them in an envelope. Hey, Hey, good morning, Glenn, Swamp Picker. How are you doing? Finally sold a postcard. You know, I've been looking at ephemera and stuff on Whatnot. I haven't really been buying much because my mom and I have started making junk journals. Her more than I, because I've been so busy with other stuff. So I've been dealing with some health issues, and I'm not really going to get, I guess, into the particulars of it. But if you guys are the praying kind, if you could pray for me, that'd be great. I did have a biopsy yesterday, and hoping that it comes back okay. I'm a little worried about it, to be honest. Sorry. So these books, I did put them in a bag here. We talked about this, I think, during my last show about putting stuff in bags before putting them in. So I've been kind of doing that a little bit more lately. A little bit more. So the biopsy I had, again, I'm not going to really say what it is because, well, honestly, it's kind of a female thing. But it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to hurt. But the doctor who did it, and this was the second doctor to see it, to see the thing they biopsied, said that she was very concerned about it. So, but it's going to take 2 weeks to get the results back. All right, 11 ounces. Oh, that's right. This is going to Australia. So I need to go to pirate ship. Heather in Australia. I wonder if I should box that. I wonder if it would be that much difference if I put that in a box. I might look. I'm going to see what it is in an envelope and then see what it is in a box. I don't think a box would make much different, but it's only 11 ounces. 9, 6. Let's just see what it is. I'm not even going to get insurance. It's going to Australia. Should be okay. Books. How many books? Gosh, I don't remember how many books there were. 19 books. 19. And let me see what they paid for it. Like, they're all in at 48, but I wish there was an easier way to see how much somebody paid for something besides having to go and like print your packing slip. Oh, also $14.88. $14.88. Where's Tommy at? I don't know. I haven't seen Tommy in a while. I always pick up book sets like that if cheap enough. Yeah, I pick up almost any book set if they're cheap enough. Hey, good morning, Beth. Yeah, if I can get, hey, Charlie Brown, if I can get stuff in a set, actually, oh, I got stuff in the garage. So I was driving home from my mom's. We went to bingo on Saturday, and somebody had a whole bunch of free, like, it looked like mostly kids play sets, girl play sets, because they're mostly pink. And I went by them, and I turned around and went back and got out and looked, and I picked up a bunch of the little Smurf thing figurines that are like this size, the plastic ones. And then I picked up, oh, they had a ton of My Little Ponies. I probably picked up at least 20 of those. A ton to me is 20. I picked up a bunch of those. I did pick up one playset house that I thought would be all right. The other ones were, you know, I don't know, they didn't look like they were in that good condition, and they didn't have none of the houses had play pieces to them. And I should have taken the time to look them all up, but I didn't. But they had books, a whole box of books. And I probably should have just grabbed all of them, but I went through and I grabbed any that had like a matching series. I grabbed all of those. I mean, to me, kids' books don't really sell well unless you can get a whole series or, you know, something like that. Like if you have just one, trying to think of like a kid series, and like a Magic Treehouse. I think that's a kid series. Like if you just have one Magic Treehouse book, they're really not worth anything just by themselves. But if you can get all of them, it's definitely better. All right, what did I say this was at? 12 ounces, 11 ounces. So 11 ounces, I'll put 10 ounces for the item. Harmonization number. So do I have, they did pay taxes. Okay. So I got to go back and find, where do I find their tax number? Oh, I think I dealt with this the other day when I sold something for Australia. What is their GST number? So it's really weird because I already packaged something going to the UK and it told me their number. She paid $29 in shipping. Where do I find that number? I know I've looked this up before. Why don't they make it easy? And I don't want to ship through them. I want to ship through Pirate Ship. All right, I got to search for a harmonization number because I don't know what it is for a children's book. I don't know if it makes a difference. Picture drawing or coloring? No. What if I just put book and don't put children? No. Other dictionary? No. Printed books, brochures, leaflets, or similar printed matter, whether or not in single sheets, would be 94.01 or 49.01. Okay, it says it's not a good code. Alrighty. Well, oh, here we go. Textbooks. No. Other. Bibles. Art and picture. Nope. Other. Hard. Nope. Rack size paper bound books. What's that rack size? Containing not more than 4 pages each, containing 5 or more pages, but not more than 48. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. They're just little kids' books. Let's try this book. It's a longer number. That's probably what makes some people not want to do international. But I'm really a proponent of international. But why is Etsy making it so difficult? What is your number, Etsy? I think I'm going to have to Google it. Etsy, Australia, that. Where's your number? Anybody put it in here for me? I bought a nacho cheese can heater for $10, all for me. Call me Captain Cheesy Beard. What? What is a nacho cheese can heater? I've never even heard of that. Well, I just got a $1.22 refund from Pirate Ship. Hey, nice. I've heard somebody else was commenting recently about getting some refunds. I don't know if I've ever gotten a refund. I told my husband we really probably need to look at our I haven't done any accounting all year. And when I get the credit card, I shouldn't even say, I log in. We don't even get a bill. I'll log in every 2 weeks, which I did this morning. I usually do it on the 1st and the 15th, and I pay our balance. I don't even really look at our charges. I said, probably ought to start doing that. All right. I'm still trying to find this number. I know I've seen it. What group I posted it on Facebook one time. I feel like it was like last month. And somebody gave me the number. All right, now I'm going to go look. Etsy. What group would you have been in? I'd only belong to a couple Etsy groups, so let's try this one. And let's search for that. Maybe I should just search for my name. Most recent. I don't know if I put Australian or Australia. Okay. Maybe I'll put Tamara. No, I don't want to see my profile. I want to see. I don't think it's this one. Wow, this is becoming a pain right now. I'm about ready just to buy it through Etsy. How much is Etsy? This is probably why I won't buy it through Etsy. Let me tell you how much it is. It was 11 ounces, I think. 11 ounces, 9, 6, one. How come it doesn't come up? It really is annoying me. $29 for shipping. There's no way it's going to cost me that. Customs form. Why doesn't it have? Yeah, see, I do need to have a tariff. Like at 7-Eleven for the nacho cheese. Huh. You know, we just got 7-Elevens around here. Was it maybe last summer? A lot of our stores switched over to 7-Elevens. Well, it's not giving me their number. Gosh, this is taking me way more time, but $29 is a lot for shipping. It won't even come close to. Let me tell you how much shipping would be. If I go through Pirate Ship, I'm going to do it without it. It's $14.99. So it costs twice as much to go through Etsy. But I need that number. Otherwise, she's going to have to pay that tax again. Oh, how come I can't find you? Why can I not find you? All right, let me just go to the Etsy page. God, my desk is falling apart. I'm just going to pull this off. This is the stuff that's in the front here. I buy through Etsy for international just to not have the hassle. Yeah, but it's twice as much. $15. I get to pocket some of that money. You have a new rank and welcome to the Etsy community. Congratulations. As a result of your new rank is reader. Etsy community. What the heck? Oh, because I just logged into the Etsy community. That's weird. Yeah, I don't ever use it. Just give me the stupid number. I need to write it down. Did I write it down? I wrote down the number for my tariff that I use all the time. Yeah, normally it's not this difficult. Normally it's really quick and easy. I don't know why they don't, like when I had an order earlier from the UK and it tells me right away to make sure you put this number. But why do they not do that for Australia? All right. Search this board. I want to search all of the boards. Can I do that? All of the community. All right, VAT Australia. Let's see. This person's shipping. They can't find the US, so they're shipping from somewhere else to the US and they can't find it. Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is, I'm in the EU and when I sell an item to the UK. No, I don't want UK. I want Australia. I know the UK. Although the UK one this morning was different than what it normally is. It's really weird. Guess it depends on what country they're going to in the UK. This is ridiculous. You know, you guys don't really care, do you? Maybe I should just skip over this one and come back to it. Off camera. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, I don't want to ship it without it. I don't want to use Etsy. Too expensive, Etsy. This is taking a lot of time. I know. I'm gonna stop. Let me just write a note on this so I know that this is Australia, and I'll come back to this one. Sorry, guys. Normally it's so quick. Like I was telling you, I did one earlier, and it's not this quick. All right, so Australia. All right, I'm gonna put it over here. And I'll deal with it afterwards, so you guys don't have to deal with this, because I'll find that number. Because I know I have it somewhere. It's going to sit here and drive me crazy, though. Not having it right away. Okay, cancel. I don't understand why they don't provide it. It's ridiculous. Well, because they want your money. Because they are crooks. They want you to ship through them and be a crook. Oh, I got to ship something out. I got to go send something to Canada. Thankfully, I don't think they collect any tax on Canada. Let me double check. My next order is international. So 2 international orders on Etsy today. and one international order. Well, actually, I had two other international orders. One was eBay and one was my other Etsy account. So this person paid $43 for shipping this. Yikes. Hey, good morning, Timothy Doyle. I think this is going to go priority. I think priority is up to, no, I think 4 pounds is priority. So I sold this. This was last year's Walmart store. I paid $14.92. And I sold it for 60 something. They're all in at $111. Oh, 3 pounds, 15 ounces. So yeah, it's definitely going to go priority. So let me see. Juanita. Probably should have saved that thing. Here we go. Juanita. She's going to go priority. So I'm going to just use one of these boxes. Let's see. 12. Well, it's going to make me fill in everything, isn't it, before I can do that. I just wanted to see if that was the best option. Let's just say 4, 6. We're just going to guess. We're guessing right now. But we are going to put insurance on this. $68. That's not much for insurance. So what do I call this? Like a Christmas village? Is that what I call this? Holiday time house. I'll just say that. They won't know what that is. 68. And it weighs 315. Don't need any of that harmonization going to Canada. Canada is easy to ship to. 17 items shipped. Time to list now. 17, that's a good one. All right, Priority Mail International was $48. Let's see what they paid. It was 40 something, wasn't it? I think it was. All right, so I sold it for $68.55. They paid $43. So obviously, oh yeah, I only said it was a 3 pound, 3 ounce. I was wrong with the weight. My own fault because it was 1 whole pound or more. So most likely I'll end up going through pirate ship. So we'll check. We'll see what the difference is between pirate ship and Etsy on a Priority Mail one. I'm kind of glad because I can use this box being priority. Priority Mail. So in the picture, did I show the $14? You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm going to ship it with the price on it. I don't care. All right, I need something to put on the side of this. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got in my bag of donated goodies. This is going to add weight to it. This probably won't be as heavy if I throw some of this white foamy stuff. That's really good for breakables. I do have some of these. Let's see. I'm just going to put that in it. I don't want to add weight. I'm just going to put the air bubbles. That fills in nicely. For those that are hunters, my husband got a nice deer yesterday. 183 pounds. Nice big size. Which for around here, that's a nice deer. It was 7 points. So he's off doing that today. Okay. Moves around a little bit. I think he'll be all right. Let's weigh it with the box. 411. So let's go back. Update the weight. I was just guessing. I put 4.6. 411. $48.81. Okay. All right, we're gonna buy that one. $39 more to go through UPS. Oh, you know what? I just bought that. Well, I'm gonna print it, and then I'm gonna check. I wanted to check Etsy, see how much they are. I think it's nice to show. All right, so 411, 12.8. Excuse me. See, they paid for global postal shipping. They paid for first class because I had put that it was going to be under 4 pounds. So so it's the same price going through Etsy. Same price for priority mail. That's interesting. That's nice to know. From your back porch? No, from the neighbors. Hey, Cindy, from the neighbor's property. He has permission to hunt over there. They've got a lot more land than we have. His brother already got. Did he get a 6 or a 7 pointer from there? I don't know how big that one was though. But like weight wise. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I gotta leave that open because I gotta revisit the Australia when I'm done with you guys. Figure out what's going on. I gotta get that number. It's really ticking me off. Okay, eBay orders. eBay orders. All right, my mind has just been like all over the place lately because for those who came in early, I'm going through some health issues. And my mind hasn't really been where it needs to be. I gotta get a box. So I asked if you're the praying kind to say some prayers for me. I'd appreciate it. I had a biopsy yesterday and they sent it away and they said it's gonna take a couple weeks. They sent it all the way to Rochester. But she said she was very concerned. So makes me nervous, you know. Nobody wants to hear cancer. So I sold a 3-pack of these Playtex tampons. So I had these for a while, and then during the pandemic, when eBay started limiting and said you couldn't sell feminine stuff, thankfully I have a business account, so they were able to let me still sell them. But they've been listed for a long time. I took an offer. Okay, hold on. I got to refresh because they paid after I started doing stuff this morning. $10. And of course, so I'm going to tell you, I've got 8 orders on eBay left to package this morning because I've already done some. The first item sold with a 15% promotion, promoted listing. Another one promoted, promoted. I sold some boots that did not sell via promoted listings. I wonder if I don't have promoted listings turned on that one. Promoted. All 7 out of 8 items sold via promoted listings. Isn't that crazy? I wanted to put something on the side of this. Oh, I don't have any more air pillows here. Maybe I can just shove this in there. Just something so, because it's all gonna, I don't want it to be like banging around. So they fouled my biopsy up and I had to do it again 2 weeks later. Ooh. Well, this one was an actual growth they took off. So hopefully they don't have another one to grab. I've been dealing with this since June. And it has been beyond frustrating. And I went to my doctor, my normal doctor, my PCP last week, and I was telling him how frustrated I am with this specialist office. They keep canceling my appointments. Finally saw them in August. had a follow-up on October 20th. They canceled that one. And that was the one to discuss the biopsy. And I finally was just like, forget it. I went to a different doctor yesterday. And then on November 22nd, on the 22nd, I see another doctor that's different. But yeah, so I'm hoping by the time I go to the 22nd that the results are back, because that'll help me immensely with that appointment. And if I keep, because it's a different doctor in the office, because the other doctor kept canceling. And if it's bad enough, I'll drive the 2.5 hours to go to Watertown, or I'll drive to Syracuse or Burlington, Vermont. Like, I am willing to travel. Like, as soon as somebody says something about, oh shit, oh, excuse my language. Stupid computer keeps asking me, instead of, all right, this is the squirrel moment, only because it's on in front of me. The computer keeps asking me to turn on using my computer's password instead of like eBay's password. You know, every now and then you still have to log back into eBay. Well, I did that upstairs. I was so stupid. I don't know why I did it. I thought maybe it'd save time. But my passwords are auto-saved, so it's just easier for me to click and click. Now I got to go over to the keyboard and put in stupid passwords. Yeah, when it comes to things like cancer, like, I will travel. I will do. Thankfully, I work for myself, so I have that ability to not have to ask for time off from my employer. But I'll travel and do whatever. Like, your health is important. And then I joined a group on Facebook. It's a very closed off group. And I told them about the biopsy, because you have to fill out this long questionnaire. I was very thankful they approved my membership. And I told them that. I did a little intro and stuff. And I said, I'm thankful that they approved my membership, because if I do get the diagnosis that it is cancer, I want to be prepared with what to do next, because I'm finding that you got to be your own health advocate. And there are so many people that I hear all in this group that are dealing with, like I am, with just getting the proper care. And then when you get the proper care, getting the proper care once you get the diagnosis. So I want to be my own health advocate. I think you have to be. All right, so I sold. So I appreciate y'all saying you're going to pray for me. I definitely appreciate that. I sell about 40% of my items through promoted. See, I'm almost like 90% of my items. I feel like most of my items go through promoted. I promote all, and it's pretty rare that I sell a non-promoted. Yeah, the way it is now. I think that's so true. That's if you weren't here earlier, I was talking about how, well, nobody was here, because when I first started the live, nobody was here. I actually went in and increased my prices all by like 15%. So if you go to the bulk editor, you can say, hey, go to all my items and raise my price 15%. I did that, and then I went and did promoted at trending rates. So I think you kind of have to do that in today's environment. So I belong to some RV communities, and I took a screenshot today, and I was going to share it to my Discord group as a possible bolo. And then I looked into the numbers a little bit more. When I'm done with this price sticker, I'll show you guys what it was. But I was like, actually, I'll show it to you now. So this is the screenshot I took. All right, right here. So this is what somebody put. So the RV camping for newbies. Photo on the left was $14 for 2 of them on Amazon, and the photo on the right, they paid $2.50 for 2 of them at Dollar Tree. So I was like, ooh, that sounds like it could be an item that we could make money on eBay. I mean, Amazon. So then the actual price it's going for is $11. But after fees, come on. I don't know. Can you see 73 cents? I think it says 73 cents. That's how bad fees are. So I posted that screenshot of, because somebody said, oh, buy them and sell them for $5 on Amazon or something like that. And I'm like, Amazon's got fees. And so I went and filled that in, and I was like, okay, I won't post that to the group, because, so if you're not part of my Discord, you should go and join it. post bolos, especially with fourth quarter coming up. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to post that because it's obviously not really a bolo. I guess if it did sell for 14, then you would have a little bit more profit than 73 cents. So it doesn't count. It's not like you can say, oh, instead of 11, it's 14, so it's $3 more profit. No, because then your fees could go up more. Well, they will go up more. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take off the stupid price thing. Normally I use my blow dryer to warm it up and it peels right off. But seeing that I'm on with you guys, I didn't want to make you have to listen to my blow dryer or have me mute. Charlie reported my foul mouth. Who was in the show yesterday with Scott, a bearded picker. He was talking things and everyone was like, you're going to be demonetized. So I sent him a super chat. I said, here you go. Because he was like, I only make like, I think he said like $7 or whatever it was on his show. So I was like, oh, I'll send him $10. I told my husband, I'm like, I'm going to send Scott $10 to pay for his demonetization. Because I enjoy listening to him. Even my husband listens in. All right, come on. Jeez. It's so funny. Like, there's certain material that stickers are so hard to get off from. You know, we talk about that all the time on here, right? Stickers. Some of them are so much harder, and other ones, they just come right off. And I know I can use, there's Bestine, and there's my Goo Gone, and all that other stuff, but that always leaves like a film of something. Then I got to worry about the film. I prefer just to take it off without. And when you warm it up, it actually takes like everything. It doesn't even leave a nice sticky residue. Okay. Well, there's a little bit. Let me see. I got a little still wet from earlier. No. So Laura, good morning. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing in Alabama? How's your private label doing? Laura does private label. I kind of want to, I keep going back and forth about what I want to do and if I want to do that. It is so hard finding balance. Like when you want to try something new, to find the time, especially right now with Q4, it's probably not the best time. I want to get my stuff listed on eBay. Mom and I have been doing some crafting. I've been dealing with my health issues, been going to doctor's appointments and stuff. And then to find time to try and expand your business. It's so hard. It's so hard to find that time. You know, I was doing the print on demand earlier this year, and that went by the wayside. That's a time suck. And I'll tell you, there's not enough money in it to make it worth it. There's way too many people doing it. All right, so here we go. This is what I sold. This little tiny, and it even comes with a pen, this little planner. I will tell y'all, if you guys are planner people, I would highly suggest you buy your planner as soon as you see one available. I think there is going to be a shortage because I'm having a really hard time finding some of the planners that I normally source. I'm not finding them. So I was listening to Grumpy John Chartier. He was talking about on Scott's show a few weeks ago about a paper shortage and was kind of explaining how, you know, you got to cut down a tree, then you got to turn it into pulp and whatever the process is. I don't know. But it's not like they cut down a tree and it's turned into paper the next day. You know, there's a process, there's a backlog, and you ever go by, or if you live near one, they like spray water on them. So anyway, he was talking about how when the pandemic hit, a lot of the trees had already been cut down for that type of stuff. Of course, then we had a labor shortage, and then that was cut down, but they still had stuff. So when the production came back online, there was still trees that they could process. Well, now it's kind of like the snowball effect of catching up to, now that they've gone through all that back stock, they don't have enough in stock right now. So he was just talking about how like raw materials are in short supply right now. He says it's going to be probably another toilet paper shortage, where last time it was because people were just like overbuying. Not that there really was a shortage. 6 ounces. And now there might be an actual real shortage. So paper products could become an issue, which I am seeing. I don't know if it's a supply issue of just stuff getting there with diesel prices going up. Transportation is going to be an issue. All right, I sold this via media mail. I'm probably going to take off that media mail probably by the middle of December. I'll switch and go just first class for all of these, because the thing with media mail is, especially if it's only like a 50-cent difference, it can take longer, and especially with the holiday rush, if I don't need my mail to be slowing down, have people getting refunds. I am working on my gift boxes now. They are definitely selling. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that for you. Was trying to start a t-shirt company, gave it up, took too much of my time. Yeah, that is the thing. Got this big red thing at the top of my screen on eBay now. It says you need to update your account details. I went to do it yesterday, but you have to upload a picture of your ID. Yeah, Grumpy always has good insight. Yeah, I find that you don't always have to do what everyone, like what somebody's doing, but just listening to tidbits of here and there. He was actually telling Scott on yesterday's show to not keep telling people what he's selling. It's like when he goes to state sales and garage sales. He's like, don't tell him that you're selling, what was it, cameras. This is my thing. If you're selling cameras and they're used, and you're selling things secondhand, if you look at the solds for a camera, let me do this. Hold on. How do I get squirreled in so many areas, huh? Still got time. I got time to get squirreled right now. I'm just going to type in camera. Just the word camera. And then I'm going to see that there's 2.4 million listed plus. 2.4 million plus. I'm going to go look at solds. I mean, let's just do just used. So 650,000 used cameras are currently listed. Now, they may not all be cameras. Could be camera accessories, but it has the word camera in the title. 210,000 sold. So 210,000. Do you think that Scott in Alabama is able to supply all 210,000 of those? And even with his listeners, and even Steve said, I can't find the ones that Scott's picking up. So him saying what it is not making any difference. It's not going to hurt the market. It's not going to hurt his sales. And I so agree with that. If you're like, I was telling you guys last year some things to buy and to sell on listings that I was selling on Amazon. I can't keep up with the demand. So I was more than happy to let anybody else know and get on it. So I don't know. It's just weird. So look, I sold. Good morning, Phil, by the way. I'm glad you caught my live. I sold these little figurines. See this pile? It's like a whole bunch of them. A lot of them are the same, but maybe a little different. Like his arm's black arm. I don't know. I didn't know what they were. I bought a whole box of kids' action figure toys this summer, and I've been selling them off. And I took an offer on this one. What did I sell it for? $8. But this pretty much was free because I think I paid $5 for the whole tote, but it was actually a specific play set that I wanted. And these were just randomly in there. I've made my money back plus on that already. Let's see. Let's put it in one of these. Let's bag them. Let's bag them so they're not all floating around. All right. Hoping Santa Claus is fine and dandy. Santa Claus is dealing with a deer he shot yesterday. Very, very nice deer. He is out dealing with that. Bringing it to the butcher, I'm assuming. He doesn't really butcher his own anymore. And then he's like, oh, I think I want to get this mounted. I'm like, why? He goes, well, it's the biggest deer I've gotten. I'm like, yeah, weight-wise, but not like antler-wise. What's that matter? Whatever. So where are you going to put it? We already have a living room full of deer heads and other animals. We have a bear. We have a full-size mounted bear in our living room. Thankfully, we have large cathedral ceilings. I'm like, what? You don't need another one. It's just a waste of money, honestly. Don't you know we're in a recession? Okay, 4 ounces. And my sales are so much lower than last year. My Amazon sales are down. They were down 91%. Let me see what they are down now. Because they could be. Oh, they're only 90% now. Look. 90%. Oh, how come it never wants to like zoom in? It never wants to get clear. I sold 2 things. So Laura, if you're here, I sold 2 of those things. Actually, I've sold more of them, but looks like today I've sold 2 of those wholesale items I sent in. All right, 4 ounces. I'm going to make money on the shipping, so that's good. Because I put in 8 ounces. $3.64. Yeah, because they paid $4.64, and it only cost me $3.64. A big kid buying and selling. That's the username. That's who just bought for me. That's a nice, interesting username. Yeah, I told Tony, I said, I think I've sold I think it was 8 this morning on Amazon. And I've sold some of them here. Actually packaged one already today. And I said, yeah, I've sold 10 of them. I said, we only have 240 more to go. So I ordered 250 of something and sent it into Amazon. I'm hopeful I'm going to sell out. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I sold 2 of these, which I got to go and update my listing on Etsy because I didn't realize they bought 2 of them. Oh, they're in the other Etsy account. I'm logged into the other one. But yeah, so I sold 2 of these. So look, normally $9. I do $2.24. But hey, Beth, do you still do your bullet journaling? I'm sorry if you show it on your channel and I don't watch it. I feel like I don't get notified very much anymore of most channels that I follow. But I'm also logged in. I have more than one YouTube. I now have 4 YouTube channels. 4 YouTube channels. And at any given time, I'm logged into different ones. So I get different notifications based upon who I'm logged into. I have this one, of course, and y'all know I have the one for our camping and stuff. Living the better way. Like, what is the name of that one? Not very active on that one. That one was supposed to be a joint effort between my husband and I. And yeah, he pretty much is doing nothing. So I in protest said, yeah, I'm not going to keep this up if you're not going to be doing something. And then I started one called Slot Play Bonus, and that one is doing really well. I think I have, actually, let me see how many followers I have. I know on TikTok I'm over 1,000. Let's see what I got here on Switch account. Well, all right, I gotta look at my phone because I don't have it connected on my computer because I don't ever do anything from here. Just kind of curious. I like watching my numbers go up. I've got 909 subscribers on Slot Play Bonus. Yes. And then I have Red Barn Planning, which I got no subscribers. No subscribers on Red Barn. I mostly don't do YouTube for that though. I do TikTok and Instagram for that. I'm hoping it will drive traffic to my Shopify store. I'm going to cut the price off this because I'm pretty sure they paid more than retail. So I'm just do a little surgery here. So you don't decorate it anymore. Yeah, you know, I was doing the Happy Planner, and last year, or I should say this year, I went a different route and did a different planner. I did an Orange Circle Studio planner that I really liked. I really like the layout. I kind of missed the decorating. It was kind of therapeutic for me. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go back with a, sorry that I'm making all that racket with this bag. Trying to decide if I want to go back or not and go back to the Happy Planner, or maybe just stick with the one I have and start decorating it. I'm not really sure. I've been making some junk journals and I'm thinking I might do something like that too. I don't know. Stew or saw. I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind a little bit. I found one yesterday in a store. Well, 4 times my money. Oh, that's nice. I like 4 times. I like to double my money. Stew or sausage. So my husband wanted to bring the deer to it's like 2 hours away from here, and you can go get like sausage and bologna and bacon and all this other stuff made out of venison. And he went last year, and when he came home with it, he had a box full of stuff, and he said that it cost him, like, he had to bring like 100 pounds of meat. And then I don't know, it's probably not 100, but he had to bring his meat, and then you still have to pay, which makes sense, but you still had to pay for the, like, the bologna or whatever. But it wasn't made out of your venison; you just get somebody else's. And he was telling me how much he paid for that box, and I was like, "And you gave him all your venison?" Like, to me, that seemed like such a ripoff. I said, "Why don't you learn how to make all that yourself? Why don't you just do that?" So he went to Runnings. I don't know if you guys have Runnings in your part of the country. He went to Runnings, which is like an outdoor store that sells stuff, outdoorsy, hunting, a lot of hunting stuff, hunting and fishing. And he bought like the mechanisms to make his own stuff. So we'll see. Oh, good morning, Carlene. Never Too Old is in the house. Private label is hard work up front, but worth it to me. Trademark is a must. Yeah, man, I really need to get you and Jeanette on the phone. Like we've been talking about it all year about doing some phone thing, and we haven't. I want to get Red Barn Planning trademarked, and man, I've been dealing with Google. I cannot get Google to pick up my Shopify store. They keep saying I'm breaking some policy, misrepresentation. Don't know what that is. I think it's because I don't have UPCs on everything. So when I buy stuff like this, see, there's no UPC. There's no number for me to put in. And I've been really struggling with, I think maybe that is my problem. I have asked for them to review. I've gone in and made things that I thought were the issue. I don't know. Now they said something about trying to sell something you don't have, but I do have a few things that will say out of stock. If I think I'm going to be replenishing it, I don't take it down from my website. I don't archive it. I just say it's out of stock. Most of the time I'm archiving it because I'm probably not, like, when these sell out, I got one more. I'm not going to restock this because I bought it on clearance. But if it's something that I know, like, I'm actively going out and buying more of them, then I just put it out of stock until I replenish it in like a week. And so they said, I think they're so vague with their canned responses. And it said something about, well, I had like a huge list of stuff. And that's the only thing I could think of that would fall under what I've done. I don't know. But imagine if I could get Google to pick up my website. That would be amazing. Right now, I'm getting sales. I had shipped off one today, but I don't know how people are finding me. I got to find a plugin that asks them that at checkout or something. It would be really nice to know. All right, been on YouTube 4 years and still don't have 1,000. Oh my gosh, Beth. So I got mine from, I've only really done shorts. That's it. I won't be monetized because I don't have the watch hours, because somebody watching a 30-second video is, takes them to watch a lot of those to get that. So yeah, I'm like way, way away from that. Laura, I have a friend that does trademarking for a living. He will help me. I want to make party and theme event packages. Hey, I got your party supplies. I was gonna. I know we kind of talked a little bit. I was gonna throw those on Whatnot, but I'm not gonna. I'm kind of. I don't know what I think about Whatnot. I don't know. I think it has there's hope for it, but I think certain categories do better than others, and I'm not sure I sell in the categories that would do the best. Oh, let's see. Work up front is nothing to me. I have started 5 different businesses in my past, so hard work is nothing to me. Yeah, we're in so many of the same groups. I think we think a lot alike, Tim. At least it seems like it. Pretty sure I have the hours. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have the hours. They got to get you a bump. Are you? Put you in timeout. What if I star you? What does that do? I just starred you. What does that do? I don't think it does anything. Hold on. Let me go to my live. No, I don't think I can do that. I think I got to go back over here. Are you a moderator on my channel, Beth? Not very many of them. Oh, you are? Yeah, drop a link. I'm a star. I know I starred you. I don't know what that did. I don't think it did anything on your side. Drop a link just in case somebody here is not subscribed to you. Let's get you to that 1,000. That's crazy that you're not at 1,000 yet. Honestly, I got to tell you, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. If you're like me, and if you don't go live on a regular basis, almost on a daily basis, I'll tell you, how much am I going to make this month? My YouTube. Let's see. Of course, I'm hardly going on at all anymore. Hooray, it's your channel's birthday. Nice. $14. $14.59 for the last 28 days. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, 14 bucks. $14. Yeah. Even when I had a video that was doing really well. It was about getting ungated and toys and grocery and stuff. That one had I was getting like almost $200 a month when I first started getting monetized. But I was actively producing content. But $200 a month is not enough for me to focus on that versus focusing on reselling. I mean, you have to put so much effort into it to make it worth the money. And I will tell you that I have seen, oh my gosh, this is over £1. Jeez Louise. I'm going to have to flat rate it. I've been following these junk journal channels, and back when mom and I were doing the tier tray stuff, which I got to bring that stuff from upstairs down here because I cleaned out that craft closet and turned it into my junk journal closet. I'm gonna probably do a Whatnot of that stuff, and but man, there's so many channels with so many subscribers. It is just crazy how many subscribers are on some of those channels. Like, you go to some of the big name reselling channels, which sometimes I'll come across a reselling channel and I'm like, I've never even heard of you, and they have like 120,000 subscribers. But the ones that I see on YouTube, I'm just like, there's some big names, but there's not a whole bunch of them. But when you go into other areas, there's so many more channels with big numbers. And I just think about like what they make. Oh my gosh, they must make so much money because their views are just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to put that in a flat rate envelope. How much did they pay for shipping? Ooh, they paid $12. $12, and I'm going to put it in a flat rate for $7.60. I'm just going to put this right in there. Huh, it's got media mail chosen. That's weird. It's weird they paid that much. Because it says first class buyer selected, but then for me it chose media mail. Flat rate envelope. I gotta find my passport. I gotta put that on my list. Hey Siri, remind me at 1 p.m. today to look for my passport.
Okay, add it to today's reminders.
I think my passport expires soon, and I'm hoping it hasn't already expired because I need to go to the military base next week and get a new ID. Mine expired in 2020, and I need 2 forms of ID, and I don't know what else to use besides my driver's license. People are still watching my old videos. It's so embarrassing. I haven't even looked. I don't even look at my analytics. Oh, Charlie, that's nice to help my YouTube friends. I will grab a channel and click view all when I leave for the day so my Alexa is entertained. Nice. Amazon definitely gives you a boost when you are brand registered and use A+ content. Yeah, I was watching Norman Farrar. I think that's his name. I don't know if you watch him, Laura. Maybe you're the one who put me on to him. And he was talking last week. He was looking at, he does like reviews of people's private labels. And this person, and they send him one of their private label items, and he reviews the packaging, like your logo, like everything besides just the product, like the whole overall presentation. And he was giving some really good advice, and he was looking at somebody's A+ content and giving them feedback on it. I don't know how much he charges for that. Obviously, you get a boost. They give out their Amazon affiliate link, if you want to go and buy whatever he's talking about. But I thought it was just interesting, the stuff he was pointing out. Like, for instance, by the way, I sold these set of notebooks. This is my specialty. I love stationery, my planners, my calendars, stickers. That's where I find I enjoy selling this stuff. But so he was saying how this guy sells these bamboo. It's like a steaming. I think it was like a steamer thing, but it was made out of bamboo for maybe like steamed dumplings or something. I don't know. I'm not his customer, but whatever. So he was talking about it, and he was like, you're all about green. You use recycled products, but your A+ content is done with like these browns. He goes, keep it in the theory of natural and green. He says pretty much change your browns to greens. And I thought, that is true. And I can agree with that. You want your overall brand to say something, then you want it to be, to show whatever that is. Oh, hold on. My wheel caught one of my packages. I really just need to put them in a bag as soon as I do this. I say that every time, don't I? I'm always running over stuff. That is like right next to my wheels. Okay. So here are these notebooks. So I don't know if you caught Scott's show yesterday. I don't think I caught all of it. No, I didn't, because my appointment yesterday was at 10 o'clock. But part of the show, which I got to go back and watch the rest of it, they were talking about like in a recession and what to sell and how important it is to think about what do people still buy and use. You're not going to probably, well, they're talking about like coffee pots. Somebody might not go and spend $100 on a new coffee pot if they broke just the carafe, they'll just go and buy the carafe. So it's worth just parting stuff out. And I think, Beth, I think you're a good, don't you part stuff out? I think you part stuff out. So they were talking about that, and I thought, how true is that? Because people don't want to go out and spend a lot of money. So when you're thinking about what to buy for reselling, being able to pick up stuff that somebody may not go out and buy a china set that matched something their grandmother liked. They might like it and want it, but to spend the money on it in today's world might be something that you're going to lessen the amount of people that would be able to do that, versus if somebody, I think they're saying that John sells like kitchen towels, and if you grab a kitchen towel and it gets stained or it's got holes in it, at some point you're going to go buy another kitchen towel. And that's the type of stuff that John Grumpy sells, is things like that are reusable. And I think he does a lot of business to business. So if you think about targeting a business that sells stuff like, well, I know what he sells, so I don't really want to say it just in case, but although he would be the, it would be the, I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to say it and pretty much out him. As we all know, he used to sell flags, but he doesn't really sell them anymore. So I sold this tin. I sold it earlier. Sold this for $15. Picked this up on clearance. I went to a garage sale this summer, and pretty much everything was Pioneer Woman. Everything. I don't know. Let me see how high this is. 5 inches. Okay. All right. You'll fit in my 10. Will it fit in here? I don't know. Actually, it might not fit in this because it is got a 4-inch side. Stop. Every time I move, something falls over. I hit it. I don't think it's going to fit in here. I'm going to put it together and see. I don't think I already have one together. Yeah. So he does do a lot of business to business. And he did mention he's getting out. This is his last. He goes, this is my last Christmas. I said, what do you mean it's your last Christmas? Selling Christmas items. And, he's talked to me a little bit on the side, private messaging me and stuff a little. And he's like, think about think about things that your grandmother used. Those are the types of things that people are going to be using. Imagine like if you had grandparents during the Depression, what kind of stuff were they using? That's what people are going to be using during what we're dealing with now. So and I like to sell certain things, but I think at some point you have to decide, is what you're selling profitable? And if it's not, and you want it to be a business and make money, that maybe you're going to have to sell things that you don't have as much enjoyment in, which really kind of stinks. Okay, this does not fit. It don't fit. I have that box, which I think is too big, and I got these boxes, which I think might be even bigger. I don't want to go so big. Let me see. Not my sign this box. All right, this is a 10. I'm going to do this 10.86. This should work. I was looking at the same stuff you are in. Oh, I am parting KitchenAid stuff, but I part out complete vintage video games too. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be the people who aren't affected by the environment of today's, economic environment, or even if they are affected, it's still a priority for them to keep looking for their collection, or any of that type of stuff. So I think the thing is it's not that you're not going to ever sell those things. It's just, I think that it's going to slow down. All right, let me grab, I need something to put in my, got a lot of this stuff. Here's this piece. What a mess. What a mess. I really got it. I went the whole month of most of October, half of September into October, and I was down here doing so much work. And I was almost like I got burnt out, and I kind of stepped back, and it's been really hard for me to get back into coming down here and working and listing. But I also think part of it is if I list it, I have nowhere to put it because my totes are full. That's kind of where I'm at. I got to get some sales. Got to clear some stuff out. I got some room now since I took a couple weeks off from listing every day. I was listing like 50 items a day. All right, 14 ounces. 14. Oh, I should have known. I put in a 10-8-6 box right away. Man, why don't you listen to what you already have in here and you would have known what size box. Colorado Springs. Got to get my husband. We need to sit down and get the dates for our trips next year when we're going to be traveling, because I need to. I've been booking some some campgrounds here in New York, and I'm afraid they might end up overlapping, and I'm going to have to cancel some. But around here, you got 9 months out you can book, and if you don't book, then your chances of getting something and getting a nice spot is pretty slim. Otherwise, you just have to wait for a cancellation. So right now you can book up till the beginning of August. I'm just going to throw away all my scrappy scrappers. Clean that up before I make some more. Heads up, if anyone was thinking of trying a Walmart Plus subscription, today is the last day to get a year for $49, half off. Think I'll give it a go. You know, I saw that, John. Thanks for that reminder. I saw that when I went on this morning and I was putting some stuff into my cart because I only do grocery pickup. And I was putting some stuff in the cart and I said that came up. But you know, we don't have delivery here. We don't have the gas stations. And if I'm going to get gas, I get it at BJ's. I just feel like that's like the cheapest place versus even using some of the other options they have. You do get Paramount Plus for free, which I do pay $5 for. So there's a $5 savings. So maybe, wait a minute, 5 times 12 is 60. So it would be cheaper for me to get Walmart Plus than to pay for Paramount Plus. That is cheaper. So maybe I'll sign up for that. Then I just got to remember to cancel it, though. I just don't see where there's a lot of benefits for me in the area. It would only be for the Paramount Plus benefit. Is it worth it? Is it worth me remembering to cancel? I don't know. All right, I sold some boots. Oh, and then so I'll do these next. I only got a couple things left, folks. And then I got to figure out that Australia thing. All right, I sold these little ones. Look, aren't they cute? I've been picking up towards the end of garage sale season. This is the type of stuff I was picking up. It was specifically so I could do it on Whatnot. I was sourcing specifically for Whatnot. So I paid $1 for those and sold them for $16.87. But you know what? They did not end up on Whatnot. Okay, so let's do some of this. It's a big piece. My mother gave me this. Jeez, I should have just gotten scissors. Okay, come on. Adios, amigos. All right, I'm going to cut this. There's number one. And you know what? Instead of doing it long like that, you know it's quicker when you fold something and fold it and fold it. And look at literally do one cut. There it is. So much easier. All right, I'm going to wrap it in this first, and then I'm going to bubble it. the little let's see, what did I put in there? Oh, so there's no brand name on these. I just put in Christmas reindeer salt pepper shakers, vintage, cute, adorable decor. Like, who puts cute and adorable? I must have copied somebody's thing. But you know, there's sometimes when I'll be like, I got all these characters left and I have nothing else to say about the item I have for sale. So sometimes I'll put that. If I see, because do you guys look at like comps before you list something and do sell similar? Sometimes I'll see where somebody put in words like that and they got the highest price for something. So I'm like, why not? I know nobody is going to search for adorable salt and pepper shakers or cute salt and pepper shakers. I shouldn't say nobody. Somebody might. But most likely not very many. I started from him and Kevin Commonwealth bins. I can find game in pieces and not full for super cheap. Most any garage day free vacuums on curbs. Yeah, I sold a rainbow vacuum one time. It was my own personal vacuum. It was way back before I paid attention to resellers and reselling and comp and all that. I sold it on eBay. All right. I'm going to bubble these also. Okay. I'm going to bubble these. Osborne is good. He lives at the other end of the state than I do. So we see a lot of the same things. I have a lot more stores near me. Yeah, he's in Idaho too. I remember him talking about that. I used to watch him. Okay, you ready for the pettiness in me? And it's, sometimes you have to limit who you can watch. You get to a point where you're watching and you're following so many people. You don't have enough time in the day to watch everybody. And I was watching him. He came on the scene and what was it, like a year ago? And I'm like, who's this guy? I'm going to start watching him and seeing what he's doing. And he would go with his wife. And she would go to the camera and ask for permission to buy stuff for herself at garage sales. And I'm like, why are you asking permission to buy something? It's like a $2 item or something. And I was kind of turned off by that. I was turned off to the point where I thought, what kind of husband is he that she feels like she's got to ask for permission to get his permission to spend a couple dollars? I don't know. I mean, it may not even be like that in real life, but it really took me the wrong way. And maybe it's only because I've been married for so many years that I don't ask permission to really do anything. Maybe it was an agreement they had that before they ever spend money on anything, they both ask permission. Maybe he asked her also. I don't know. It just kept sitting wrong with me, and it happened more than once that I stopped watching. I'm like, yeah, I'll go watch other people. And right now, I don't really watch a lot of people. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching card breaks on Whatnot. Football card breaks. And I gotta tell you, those people are so desperate. They are always begging and pleading. And, oh, you're stealing money from me. And, oh, that's worth $128 value or $280. And the bid's at usually half of what they keep saying. So it's like $140. And they're whining and complaining. Only one more. I'm only going to run it one more time at $1. Oh no, they run the rest of them. They run all 32 of them at $1, but they always keep threatening it. They're actually, sometimes I sit there, I'm like thinking to myself, you're pathetic, but it works for them because they sell it. And I figured out how much, one time I looked up on eBay how much a box of something was going for. And I'm like, oh, you're making more than enough money. I think people have figured out that if you don't know trading card stuff, baseball, then whatever. But if you're doing a stash or pass and you put it at $280, I have now learned that really the value of your break is $140. It is half of what you're saying. And that's what most people have figured out, because that's what people will end up buying. So yeah, it's really interesting to watch those. Of course, I'm also in there because I'm like, hey, maybe someday I'll win a giveaway and get a free team and get a really nice card, which I know nothing about because I don't really know anything about the stuff that they're doing. It's just background noise, but I find it kind of interesting. But every morning, usually between the hours of 4 a.m. and 7 a.m., that's what I'm listening to. And then if I'm cooking dinner. Although last night I was listening to some estate sale stuff. All right, so Timothy says I have a vacuum with post-it notes all over it with calm sum. Then learn parting out. Yeah, I think it's good. Osborne, oh, I already read that part. No, $35 minimum on shipped orders is a plus for me. So often I order a $10 item and then look for $25 filler. Yeah, that's when I just go to Amazon because I got Amazon Prime. Or if I order, because I do grocery pickup, and if they're out of stock and it's something that can be shipped to me, let's say like one time I wanted green curry, and if they're out of stock, they'll say, oh, we'll ship it to you for free, even though it was only like a $2, $3 item. How about those Astros? Did they win last night? Or is it a break? Isn't it a travel day, I think? I stopped watching those whiny ones. Yeah. I stopped watching baseball quite a few years ago. I don't really watch it. Back when they had a strike back in like the 90s, I pretty much stopped watching baseball. I never was big baseball anyhow. I like football. Worth hundreds now, but can drop to $2 in a week. Oh, it was a no-hitter game last night? I don't know. How about the Powerball? Who's buying a Powerball ticket? I didn't buy one last night. All right, I got boots to pack. I don't know. I got a box here. I don't know if they'll fit in this. I think these boot boxes are bigger than these shoe boxes, aren't they? They are. Ah, that stinks. I don't know. I put this together for something and didn't use it. All right, what am I going to use for my boots? These boots are made for walking. I could just put them in this. I could put them in this right here. So let me show you what I bought. Or what I sold. Some Merrell boots. Brand new. I went to Camping World, and they had, this was like in the springtime, and they were getting rid of selling clothing at this Camping World down near Syracuse, and they had all of these boots and clothing, and oh my gosh, so much stuff. I bought a lot of them. I went back and forth, I think 3 cartfuls, and bought quite a few of them. So these were a return. So I sent them into Amazon. You can see that's a return sticker over here for Amazon. So I threw them up on eBay. They didn't fit her or something because she never wore them. There's no damage to the sole or anything. So. All right, so those sold, and I'm happy because I've gotten offers for them on other platforms. And these did not sell with a promoted listing. So I sold these for $80, $79.99. Gotta go watch the barley grow. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing with your I was thinking of you and Eric the other day because he's a farmer too. With the diesel prices going up, do you have an extra like diesel tank on your farm? I know you gotta run. Maybe you already ran. But I was thinking of you guys when they were talking about how expensive diesel is and how it's going to go up and there's a shortage. I was like, oh, poor farmers. Poor farmers. Oh my God, it doesn't fit in this. I'm sorry I used that name, the GOD name. Somebody gave me a lot of grief on the video where I won $14,000 because I said, holy SHIT, and they're like, gave me a hard time over that. All right, it doesn't fit. So I got to find a box. I gotta go on a box hunt. Gotta go on a box hunt. A box hunt. So my thing here that measures, this used to be on the end of it. And that was what would keep it from going down into here. I had to tape the end of this so I didn't lose the end because it broke off. All right, so I need a box that is at least 15 inches by, let's say, at least 10. 10 by 15. So I have 12. You know what I could do? I know what I'm going to do. I know. I just thought of it. Sometimes I am too smart for my own britches. We're not going to waste this box. We are going to cut this box and make it fit. So I need this right here. Let's try this. We are going to Frankenbox a box. Frankenbox. Okay, don't cut yourself. Don't cut your leg. Don't cut your leg. Okay. I think I have to undo this though. Wasted tape. Wasted tape and wasted nights. All right. There we go. Let's bend the box. Bend the box. Oh, Tamara, you bonehead. You got to do the opposite. You did this last time. You messed it up. You did this before. Okay, you got to bend it here. Oh, golly. Don't listen to my directions because I'm messing it up somehow. Okay, so I want to bend it there and then look at, just do this. Just do this. Just put this in. Okay, can you see it? Oh, it's almost going to fit. Come on. There you go. There you go. You're going to get it. I'm going to make this box work. So why are you not bending where you need to bend? What's going on? It needs to bend. See, I messed up when I was cutting. I need to cut it here. And then this needs to match it over there, which would be right there. So you know what I need to do? I need to tape this. I need to tape this back up. So it bends where I need it to bend. You know what would have been easier? Just going and getting a box. I got some Amazon boxes I could have used. But it's not as entertaining. Okay, so we got that bend there. Wait a minute. Where did I just tape? I can't even feel the tape. I'm on the wrong side of the box. I'm upside down. That's probably would have been better. Okay, so I bend here. And then I bend. I'm going to get this. I'm going to show you. Okay, I bend here and I bend here. So now I'm going to put it together. Put it together. Put it like that. Put it like that. Okay. Oh, you son of a gun, Joe. Son of a gun, Joe. What you doing? What you keep on moving on me for? Stay where I need you to be. I know I messed up and I scored you in the wrong spot. Okay. Stay. I'm just going to tape you like that. Even though it's kind of backwards. I'm just going to tape you so you stay in the position I need you to be in. I said stay. I guess I got to put more than one piece of tape on that. Stay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. So I took this box and I made it into this shape. Hello, BB0647. Okay, let's see if it works. If it works, I'm going to show it to you all, right? And where's Holly to celebrate with me with my box success? Look, you can take a 12 by 12 box and you cut it. All right, now I got to cut this side because I need to cut the new corner for it to fold. I got to do some crafts this afternoon. I signed up for this thing called a scavenger hunt, which is like a trade. And I need to send out the stuff I need, and I haven't made the thing yet. I probably should put something. Let me see what the weight is. You know what? I could just cut this down. You know, maybe I'll do that. Since I'm cutting, let's just cut. Let's cut the box down. Instead of putting fluff on the top of the box for filler, we're just going to cut the box. Whoever gets this is going to be like, this was an art project for this lady. Okay. So now, where is my, here it is. I'm going to use this scorer. And I'm going to score my box right here. Okay. Score. Score. Wait till you see this all done. You guys Frankenbox like this? I do this often, actually. I love my little box resizer. Okay, there's that. Now I can fold on the crease on the score mark. I can fold you over. And I can fold you over. Now watch it tell me UPS is cheaper. And I'll be like, oh, I could have used a brown box and got an UPS. Although, UPS is further away from me. Let me see where these are going. Should have checked that. Watch it be an international. North Carolina. I was like, watch it be Canada. And I probably wouldn't be able to use this box. All right, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Okay, can I cut off 3 ounces? Yeah, because that added on quite a few, a couple dollars. How much time do you think I waste packaging stuff? All right, this is the bottom. So I'm going to put this back the right way. Let's put you in here. And let's put you back right there. Let's tape you up. I'm going to cut some off the top, the other side. Which I guess the other side is really the bottom. I think I put it together backwards. Okay. So this side, I don't know if I can get 3 ounces off from it or not. But I had, because I scored it and folded it way down, there's a lot of extra flaps here that I don't need. So I'm going to cut this flap. I don't need this. Plus, this makes really good for backing other stuff I might ship. That's great. And then we got, this is too wide. Let's cut this down. Take off that flap. Now, I wouldn't do this if I had like a breakable item or anything, but this is just a box inside a box. Now, if I was Amazon, I'd just throw the label right on the shoe box and mail it, because that's what they did to some of the shoes I recalled. They just threw the label right on the box. Bunch of doodle brains. All right, I'm not going to be able to cut any more off, so if I didn't save 3 ounces, then we are going to go with what we got, and so be it. We made a good profit on these shoes. All right, let's see. 3.1. Jeez. I don't really think I can get another ounce off of it. I don't think so. So that was all for nothing. Hey, just got here, Jeanette. I was just saying how somebody had reached out and they're like, how are you doing? We haven't heard from you. And it was you that did it. Okay, so let me check. 15, 9.5, and 6. 15. I'll just say 10 and 6. Cut the smaller flaps down more. Well, these small flaps, they're already, look at, you can't even see the flap here. I've already cut it down this much. This one, I probably could cut this down a little bit more. But I'm also going to see, let's see what Pirate Ship says, because it might be cheaper through Pirate Ship. It just came up as $11.97. Yeah, see, they paid $9.59. So let's see what Pirate Ship says. So 15, 10, and 6. 15, actually 9.5 and 6. And it was 3.2 because it's actually 1.7. I'm hungry. It's 12 o'clock. It's probably why I'm hungry. Got to get the stuff to the post office. Ha! UPS ground is $10.43. All right, priority mail is $12.34. And over here it was $11.97. All right, I'm just doing the $11.97. Is there paper in the shoe box? There is some paper in the shoe box. Yep. Hey, Mind and Body Co. Welcome, welcome. Do you still sell incense products? In the summer, my daughter and I went into a store that sells incense and stuff. And just went into the store. And the next day, I started getting ads on Facebook for incense. I didn't do a Google search. I wasn't looking online for the incense. Anything. We were just in Lake George, New York, walked into a store, and there it was. I sent a screenshot to her. I'm like, look at, yeah, too late. I just said, I'm just gonna pay for the thing. I'm just gonna ship it. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to Australia. I'm all done shipping everything out. So if people are like, you don't want to deal with me trying to find this info for Australia, then you can head out. Thanks. Hit the thumbs up when you leave, though. Yes, and sold 4 books in one day. Oh, I want to get, they have these, I saw an ad on Facebook, and I don't like to buy anything from Facebook, so I'll go elsewhere to find it. I was going to go to Etsy, but there was this little like figurine, and it had holes in the eyes, and you put one of those cone incense in it, and it like has the smoke comes out of the eyes. It was really cool. She was showing me, wait a minute, how come that the big one to Canada hasn't updated shipping? That's weird. Must be Pirate Ship hasn't let it know that I was shipping it already. That's weird. All right, so I'm doing these books. So yeah, I was like, those are really cool. And she was showing me these waterfalls. And that's what we were doing. We were talking about these incense waterfall things. And I'm like, how does that work? And she's like, oh, well, the smoke comes down and it like looks like a waterfall coming down. I had never seen them before. And so I was like, that's really cool. And that's what I saw an ad for on Facebook the next day. I was like, man, I'll tell you, you can't even go to a store without it tracking you. Okay, so I've got to go back. I sold something for those that weren't here when I was dealing with this. I sold something on Etsy. I want to ship it through Pirate Ship. But I don't have the VAT for Australia. So I don't know how to say I gotta say that she prepaid taxes, but I don't know how to do this. Books. It was 18 books if I remember right. Let me go back to my thing. I don't want to print it through Etsy. Because it's twice as expensive. 19 books. 19 little kids books. She paid $14.88 for them. $14.88. And they are 10 ounces. And I should have wrote down the harmonization number because I don't remember what it was. Books. Now we got to go and click on all these things to get to what I need. Other, right here. Copy. All right, this is boring for you guys. I got to paste in the harmonization number. All right, so now I need to know the VAT. I know I have that somewhere. So I obviously put it in the wrong Etsy group. So let me go back to, that was, I think, the Etsy sellers support group. Come on, go back. Go back. If anybody knows where I can find that, I need the VAT for Etsy or Australia. I don't know why it's so difficult. Normally it's right on the page. Okay, so I'm going to put in Etsy. It must not have been that group that I asked it in. Maybe it was the underachievers group. Come on, give me the answer. Groups. Underachievers. Let's try that one. And let's put in my name. Tamara, because I don't post often. She answered, but I think, no, that's not me. I've actually been doing really good in the last couple of days. So the $102 total to 2 different buyers. Wow, that's nice. Congratulations. I'm sure things will start to pick up for you. Gift giving season's coming. All right, I put in my name. Say my name, say my name. And how come there's not very many posts? I just want to see my post. Oh, can't I do that by clicking on my name? I think if I click on my name, it shows now. It goes to my profile. Not when you're in a group and you clicked on a name, it shows you just their post within that group. I thought this would be the easy way to find the answer, but that is not the case. So back to the drawing board we go. Back to Etsy. So I was doing this earlier and I stopped doing it because it was taking up so much time for you find folks that were here. But this is all I have left today. Seller handbook, Etsy help. Australia VAT number. Why is it so hard? It shouldn't be this difficult to find the stupid VAT number. Why am I having such a hard time? If I go to my orders, you would think it would be somewhere on there, but it's not. Just double checking. It's crazy. I don't want to get shipping labels from them. What if I say get shipping labels? Will it be on that screen? Let's check. It's not. Why are they hiding it? Why do they hide it? It's ticking me off. I got to remember to write it down when I do find it, because I know I had the same problem last time I did an Australian order. Why is it so hard? Where do y'all think I should look? Remember somebody saying, look somewhere. Where was it? Marketing, settings. It was some weird place like you wouldn't have thought to look. I don't know. I don't know where to find it. I'm tempted to ship it without it and then just refund the customer. Because it honestly would be cheaper for me to refund them the $4 they paid than to pay twice the amount. Yeah, try Google Lens wouldn't really help with this. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't want to read the legislation. I just want your stupid number. I was telling you to download some CSV. Shop manager, orders and shipping completed. No, that is not what I want. That is not what is Etsy's VAT for Australia. I'm going to try this again. This is the way I'm wording it. I know I found it like so easy. Somebody pointed me to where it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was right there. Why am I finding it so hard to find today? File not found. The link they have to Australia doesn't work. Oh, because they got it going to Austria, not Australia. Their link. I'll tell you, sometimes people are not very smart. Custom fees and physical VAT collection. I'm going to look at this article. Give me the number. No. Sorry, not. I should share this with you. Hey, have to run. Hey, see you later, Laura. Okay. Here's somebody else that says, what's Etsy's VAT number? It depends on where it goes. Okay. Is this to include a packing slip? I did not do that. I can see the tax number from Etsy in Australia, in New Zealand, and Norway, but nowhere the number for UK. Why don't you tell me what it is? Etsy does include their GST number for Australia, but they also make it clear it is not needed for marketplace sales if you ship by your country's postal services. Why can't somebody just answer the question and give the number? Oh, I just found Etsy's UK one, which I know that one. Meeting time. Hey, see you later, Timothy. I know. Y'all can go if you want. I probably can just stop the show. They're all talking about the UK. I don't want the UK's. I need Australia. This is becoming a pain in the royal. Okay, here's the VAT for the EU, which is 224, which that's the one I use most of the time. The UK ends with 28. So somebody posted both of those numbers. Oh, here's this one. That's Great Britain. I don't need that one. Closing up this thread. Don't close it. Please don't bump older threads with newer concerns. Listen, if you didn't answer the question that was asked to begin with, that's why it got bumped. Okay, I'm going to try this one. See, my number's going down to 7 now. Y'all want to hang out and listen to me bitch and moan about this? It's really ticking me off. You don't realize that when you sell something to the UK or the other countries, it gives you right on the screen the number. But for some reason, when you sell to Australia, it does not give you that number, even though they collected the tax. I don't understand why it's so difficult to find. Why is this so hard? I don't know. All right, I think I'm just going to stop this because I don't really have anything else to say but to start swearing at Etsy right now. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all are doing really well. And I will see you next time. Bye.